FRISCO, the reason to believe defensive end Taco Charlton is never going to quite live up to his status as a first-round pick in 2017. He hasn't done it yet. The reason to keep the faith. Don't ever complete your judgment on a lineman until his third year, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said, reaching back to an old Tom Landry philosophy. You need that time. You need that experience. Jerry's positivity may be viewed as the product of need, as for the moment, his Cowboys have two other high-picked defensive ends, DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory, in assorted states of limbo. Tank unhappy about the $20.50 mil franchise tag, and Gregory, saddened and contrite about his drug program failure. So, yeah, it sure would be handy if Taco became a player who was on the 46-man roster every week, who was a rotational player every week, maybe even who was capable of being a starter every week. There were hints of those potential ups last season. But Charlton also missed 5 games in 2018. A shoulder injury was the central problem. But as we wrote at the time, to Taco's dismay, an attitude adjustment was also involved in him being what I called at the time a relatively healthy scratch for 2 games. I also had a conversation with Charlton about all of this. Here, he was a healthy scratch for the other 2. But Charlton talks of being primed for a big 2019, and Jerry talks the same way. The things that we liked about him coming into the 2017 NFL Draft. What his toolkit is enough to be a big-time player for us, and get the kinds of snaps that we can get everything we wanted out of a no. 1 pick, Jerry said. He's got that. Taco registered 3 sacks as a rookie but only 1 last year. Cowboys Nation sometimes uses him as a whipping post because of what could have been in that draft. Many Cowboys observers wish Dallas would have taken T.J. Watt, who went to Pittsburgh and has put up big numbers as a pass rusher and playmaker. As you'll recall, the Cowboys coaching staff, led by defensive coordinator Rod Marinelli, influenced the scouting department to, in the end, look at Watt as if he was a linebacker and not an end. Additionally, Dallas chose Charlton higher than it might have otherwise because it believed it could get help there, and at cornerback, in some combination in the early rounds, but that corners would be more plentiful. It became the Taco combo platter, Charlton coming early and Cheeto Awuzie and Jordan Lewis coming after that. If those 3 are considered as a group, that draft strategy looks solid enough. Indeed, if Charlton wasn't a number 1 pick, with all the focus and expectations that come with that, he probably would be less of a whipping post. Jones noted that he would have liked to have seen him play more last year, but in real time, that wasn't realistic. He was behind Lawrence and Gregory. I wasn't going to stay ahead of Tyrone Crawford when he lined up outside, and at times was outperformed in practice by rookie Dorrance Armstrong, too. But here comes Taco's 3rd year. With his health, and with the Cowboys having a need. In my perspective, Jerry said, ask me this Taco question at the end of this year. I think I will have a real positive answer for you.